I had to buy a new SD card for my computer, and it came in like, where is it? This little package here, and like it was like in the middle here, and like a little plastic thing. And I finally decided to read the directions on how to open it. Isn't it so crazy how easy things can be when you read the directions? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cece. Today we're going to be getting into the last video from my Get to Know Me series. And if you don't know, this was a series where for the month of March, I went through a couple of different movies that I felt had either had a big impact on my childhood or I just was obsessed with growing up. But yeah, so this will be the last video for that. I might like continue it like sporadically. What is that? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm probably gonna continue the series kind of like sporadically if I end up wanting to film or to react to a movie that I like. So I'll probably just put that in the playlist as well, which you can check out on my channel. And yeah, for this movie, we're gonna be getting into the movie Yours, Mine, and Ours. And I feel like it's a movie that people don't really know about, which kind of baffled me growing up because for this movie, me and my family, we've watched it like a bajillion times, and it was so weird to me that when I would bring it up, no one would really know what I was talking about because there's so many like recognizable faces in the movie, especially during that time. I hope you enjoy this reaction. I'm not gonna make this intro too long. My last video reacting to the Mortal Instruments, literally was a couple of minutes, but I won't make this too long. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow me on my journey of creating and reliving moments through TV shows and movies. Yeah. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. I got my orange juice here. This is a different brand of orange juice than I'm used to drinking. I don't know if I like it very much. I always love this intro. It's so fun. Let me pause for a second. I didn't even get to why why I chose this movie. So I chose this movie because for one, growing up I loved like family movies. I don't know, I just found it so entertaining. Like not even just like child movies, like movies that were geared to children, just like family stuff like this movie, like Cheaper by the Dozen, things like that. I don't know, I think I just really was obsessed with like big families and like the idea of having like a bunch of different siblings. The other reason why is because when what was it but I was trying to decide what movie to go after the Mortal Instruments because Princess Diaries and what was it? Mortal Instruments were pretty easy picks, but the fourth movie I was having a bit of trouble with. And my boyfriend suggested this movie because I had forced him to watch it like a little bit ago, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. I literally could have just went through the movies that I forced him to watch. Like that's the perfect criteria. There are other movies that I would say also had an impact on my childhood, but most of them are like long movies or series, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, like things like that. And listen, these 2 hour movies are killing me when it comes to editing. So I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ready for that right now. But I feel like eventually I'll get into those movies to have them on my channel. So yeah, stay tuned for that too. It may not be soon, but it'll come. it'll come. It'll come. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah. Yeah. So that's why we're watching this movie today. I also knew how to whistle.
Let's go! Move it, move it, move it!
I would have been able to do that.
Move it! I don't know, but I've been told.
Those kids got lots of soul. Let's just say also, there's been things happening with the actor for the dad. I forgot his name, but he was very popular in all of these kids shows that I enjoyed, and I don't agree with anything he's been doing recently. Let me just say that.
Academy applications, SAT forms, Capitol Hill summer internship forms, and the number of the girl 2 houses down.
Outstanding.
What?
He's so cute.
Mrs. Munyon, what do you think of Connecticut?
I'm delighted to be here in the birthplace of Lyme disease.
Honestly, being a single parent with 8 children, I'm glad he has a maid. I'm glad, because that's a lot. That's a lot.
I used to live here when I was a kid.
You were a kid?
Yeah.
Like, when I was watching these movies growing up, I was thinking of it more so of me being the child and not the parent. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's kind of crazy. A pet pig in the middle of a suburban area. Girl.
Looks like a nut house.
It looks like fun.
That's great. I should really get going if I'm gonna make that meeting.
I'm sorry, do you have to keep doing that?
It's in my soul. Don't look at the camera.
Naoka, just back off a little bit.
She does not need to be that close. She is up his nostril.
You hear my new song?
Okay. Welcome. Yes.
They casted them two perfectly, because she looks like she could be her daughter, for real. But again, familiar face.
Mom!
What?
He's painting our roses again.
It's art.
This movie might just be me reciting the lines, and I apologize for that.
Max, I am so sorry. It gets a little crazy around here sometimes.
A little?
No, Helen, this is all terrific.
Again,
We're very
all these kids.
So are your 10 kids.
Oh my gosh. And she has 10 kids. I don't even...
Is this all yours, Admiral?
No, it belongs to
Kids.
the Coast Guard. I'm just gonna run it for them.
So it is all yours.
Kids just gonna believe whatever the hell they want to believe. Dang, can't get him an extra blanket?
Way to go, Paula! You go!
Mom's supposed to be crying.
I think it's hormones.
No way. Again, being a kid and hearing like a joke like that, I didn't understand it. I was like, what does he mean by that? Now I understand. Yeah, now I understand.
I'm worried.
Don't be. I've done this a million times. You'll be great. Everyone meet up here afterwards, okay?
Come on, it'll be fine.
I guess when you have all those siblings, you do have a lot of like support. If you all like, if a good amount of you get along well, there's that chance of having a good amount of support.
So, military.
She might as well know what she's getting.
Okay, but hold off on the 8-kid thing.
Why?
Because that's a minimum third date, second bottle of wine announcement.
No, like actually, you go on a date with somebody, they be like, yeah, I got 8 kids. Let me skedaddle on down to there.
And so Otter, he says, is she blind? And Eli wants to know if you're back.
That's the first thing he talks about is his kids. Honestly, I would respect the upfrontness though. Especially with that many kids, you gotta be upfront about it.
Talk about Daryl a lot.
Well, yeah. We were married for 7 years. He didn't tell you that?
Why would he set up his ex-wife with one of his friends? What are we doing here?
I've been back here forever. I didn't want my kids growing up in the whole, New York money status thing.
Yeah, that thing. That's
Yeah. So, are you in town for the reunion?
no, I'm
You know, when I was younger, I thought he was staring at her chest area, and it was the camera panning down with the ring. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Why did my child mind think that?
16,137 results.
Oh girl, you
This
can
internet
tell
is so
that this
darn
is
easy.
the early 2000s, because Google only having 16,000 results with a generic name like that, that would not be happening nowadays.
He's married.
I think this lighting looks a bit better. I'm sorry for the weird lighting issues. I'm trying to get the sun in the right way and all that stuff. I think this is good though.
She was with some guy and she had a ring.
Okay, that's trouble. Come on, Frank, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I was up all night. I was Googling her.
Jeez, Frank, you Googled another man's wife?
Googling her. I just know people in the early 2000s were losing their minds when Google came out, because they was like, oh, what? I could look shit up on this here website. I find it so funny though, like so many of these early 2000 like family movies just recycle the same songs. Like I feel like this song was in another one of those movies, or at least not even just family movies, but just movies in general. They literally play the same like 20 songs in every movie.
My husband passed away about 4 years ago. Car accident.
Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. I lost my wife a few years ago.
Flashback!
Frank and Helen holding hands. Yay! All right. You could tell she was a mean girl. You can tell.
So how many kids do you have?
What a question. I'm glad you asked.
You're gonna find out eventually because there's too many to hide in the closet. I have 8 kids.
No, like, what other response is there to laugh?
I have 10.
I would have been like, yeah, high school romance or not, we just gotta end it there.
I had 4 and we adopted 6. We were foster parents and we just fell in love with all of them, so we adopted.
I've always been interested in like adopting kids as well as having them if I decided to have kids. And I think it might be because of this movie, I think. Because I think this was like the first representation I've seen of like a blended family in that way. But the foster care system is...
I asked
We're not
her
gonna
to
get into
marry
that.
me.
And I said yes. Oh, it was spontaneous and so romantic.
It's been a week. What? This is valid crash out from the kids. Are they insane?
Who wants the talking stick first?
May I have it, please?
Yes, Jimmy.
Are you crazy?
No, yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah.
But where will we live?
Right. So, I just realized so many of these, like, family movies rely on the parents sucking as parents. Why would you not... That would be something to discuss with your kids if you had, like, one kid. 18 children? That have to now blend together and become a family? There's no way they're like, this is gonna work. This is gonna work.
Your rooms are numbered. Your bathroom schedules are color-coded.
That's a good thing. It's great because we all need a little bit of organization. We do, honey. You did a beautiful job.
They do need organization for real. 18 children? You need like 5 bathrooms just for the kids, at least.
Done. You have an illness.
The shoes on the bed. Why do so many shows and movies do this? Why can't they just have socks on? Or like slippers? What is with the shoes on the bed?
That doesn't sound like bonding to me, Frank.
We just need a little jump start.
Jumpstart?
Yeah, look, grab about a quart of sunblock. I have a plan.
A quart of sunblock? Yeah. 'Cause that's so crazy because there's no way you can have all these kids and not be rich. Just feeding them for one meal is enough for a couple for a month.
Callie, get ready to feed the sail. Aye, aye. And for the Beardsley family, they're all, like, they have the same mom and dad, essentially. So, like, they just kept going. They said, 3, let's have more. 5, more. 7, more. They had those twins and continued.
The early 2000s really just have it down pat in terms of like character development. And this movie is only an hour 30 minutes, which is also a reason why I wanted to pick this movie because them 2-hour movies, but they really know how to develop characters in a short amount of time because you can see all of the different small ways that them two are different, the way that they parent and just like the way that they are, and how that'll be what catalysts into the issues of the movie. All of that food, oh my gosh.
Before you go to school, there's one thing we need to do.
Oh, I love this scene.
Hi, you've reached Frank.
Helen, Harry, Bina, Malcolm, Michael, Oliver, Joni, Phoebe,
William.
Otter, Eli,
Christina.
Ethan, Nick.
Oh!
That's so cute.
No way. I checked the schedule last night. Those evil preppies must have changed it.
We should pound him.
To me, nothing says time to get out of the bathroom like...
That was pretty smart though.
Can I get the two of you guys closer together?
Yoko, what are you doing?
Webcasting.
Nah, that's insane. We would have to fight. I'm in a towel.
Is our talking stick. And this is a no judgment circle. So whoever has a stick may express themselves without fear or interruption.
That is nice giving them the opportunity to say something.
In the interest of making this house a home, I have come up with a little tour chart.
You gotta be kidding me. Is this a joke?
Charts are never a joke with the Admiral.
What are the odds that all of these kids have different names? You know, 18 kids. I feel like there would be at least 2 of them that have the same exact name.
What are you doing?
Hey, Christina.
You lied to me. You said he was a loser.
He is a loser.
Hey.
A very hot loser.
Cool.
There is nothing going on in that head of his.
Sis, I'll be sure to return the favor first chance I get.
Hey, give it back. You want the ball? Go get it.
Hey, buddy, could you give me a hand?
Mine. It's mine. It's mine. 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 I want it. It's my ball.
Oh my god. Nah, the kids are definitely, you know, being reckless. But why did he not take the keys out of the cart? I feel like that's a bit irresponsible, sir.
Pull the lever! The other lever! The other lever!
What is that? What did he fall in? Living at a lighthouse seems cool. You're right at the coast. You got like a built-in sunroom, it looked like. A little balcony out there. That's so cool.
Frank,
Yes, my beautiful lighthouse keeper.
we're doing the right thing, aren't we?
I don't think so.
We've had a bumpy start.
Yeah.
Come here.
No. It wasn't just a bumpy start. There were multiple things that you could have done to prepare your kids for this type of change, and y'all did none of that. L parents.
When are you gonna drop a stink bomb on them?
Just watch the master.
Hey, watch it! Loser! Hey, get back here! You did not just splatter me with paint. Take it off.
Honestly, it makes sense that the kids don't communicate because the parents don't communicate.
Hey, that's my rescue hero. I want it. Give it back.
Not the block. Oh my god.
What's that noise? Get him! How did you...
I'm glad they switched over to pillows. Oh my god.
And until you have learned why we think that you are all... Till you...
Nah, I feel like with all these kids, I would just be dying laughing. Or somebody gotta be dying laughing whenever they get in trouble.
Or I will bring the hammer down.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, Aldo. Don't be scared.
Can I go get the hammer, sir?
Kids are crazy. How do you say that?
Okay, everybody. It's time that we call a truce.
No way.
Come on, guys. None of us likes this situation. But if we want out, then we gotta stop fighting and get them to start.
Really?
How are we gonna do that?
Easy. Who knows what drives our parents crazy better than we do?
That is true. I do like that this movie takes a shift into being from being centered around the parents to being now centered around the kids and like their plan to break them up.
Well, shall we get some tea? Oh, that would be lovely. I love tea in the afternoon.
Helen!
It did not need that reaction at all. It's just kids dressing up.
Hot! Oh! Ready! Looking good, man.
Of course, he'd be happy with preparing his children for war.
Stop!
Isn't it pretty?
That was very naughty.
Like, who is he pointing at? Who is he pointing at?
A spanking?
No, honey, of course not. We don't spank our children.
The animal does.
This is why you don't get married in a week. Just because you're high school sweethearts. Y'all have completely different parenting styles. Completely different. Some of which you don't agree with on the other end. Cause it's easy once you know I was done. That song is stuck in my head.
How'd your meeting go? Did he mention anything about the promotion?
Yeah.
No, not really. That's just a pipe dream anyway.
He decided to start a family or combine families, and then knowing that he might get a promotion that requires him to leave the said family. The glasses are paid actors, because that was perfect.
Frank, I understand your pathological need to organize the rest of the house, but this is my space. I need just a little bit of respect. You're killing me.
It isn't directly his fault, but also at the same time, I do like that she never really takes out her anger on the kids.
Homes are for free expression, not for good impressions.
Well, I'm sorry, but in the military, there's little room for free expression.
Yeah, except for that we're not in the military,
Right.
Frank. You are.
We are not operating a ship. We not doing that. All off beat, no rhythm, clapping off beat. What's going on over there?
Put your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you think that Kelly is the best, let me hear you say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Go Kelly, the other team is
Smelly.
they're quaking like they're jelly. We got sisters from
New Delhi.
Go Kelly, the other team is smelly. They're quaking like they're jelly. We got sisters
just need one more big thing to push them over the edge.
Oh, have them catch you and Phoebe together?
You're really sick.
Okay, then have them catch you and Phoebe together.
How about they catch me?
I
with
never
their
realized
hands
exactly
around
what he was saying there. That's absolutely gross, sir. This is not the Fosters.
William Beardsley was president, okay? Vote for William Beardsley. Vote William Beardsley. Let's go. Here's your president.
They are putting these kids to work, all right? But like I said, like, you have all those kids, all those siblings, you have, like, that support. I feel like that's one of the good things about it.
This could actually help get me elected.
Yeah. Somebody might actually think you're cool. They didn't know you.
Huh.
I always thought that the cool part about having a bunch of siblings would be that if you were mad at one, you can just go and hang out with another one. Like, more options of people to hang out with and play with. For reference, I have 2 siblings.
She went for it. So where are the little kids?
I got them covered.
Look at all of those sweets. When I was younger, I was like, I want to be there. F the party. Let me be in here eating marshmallows and gummy worms all night. Like,
That's why tonight I'm going to offer my recommendation that Admiral Frank Beardsley be my successor as commandant.
it's so crazy to think about how if the roles were reversed in terms of, like, Helen's job required her to leave the family, there would be a lot of different things that would be said to her about leaving her kids and all that stuff.
But I've just started here at the academy, and it would not be fair to my cadets. Nor would it be fair to my new family. We'll just about outnumber the cadets.
I am glad that he decided to turn it down because, like, all those kids, there's no way she could do it by herself. Even with Mrs. Munyon, like, them 2 together is already struggling.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry. Look, I'm making the money, but I'm gonna split it with everybody minus the 10% service fee.
Now, he's smart. He's smart because the way their dad finna be upset about all of this, I need an escape route. I need money for me to leave.
I didn't order pizza.
Well, somebody did. And somebody owes me $379 plus tip.
I never been to, like, a house party like this growing up. Whoever ordered all those pizzas did not confer with any of the people who actually live in the house. Oh, we're fighting. We're going out and fighting. Because what?
Wow, I can't believe you're really into me.
You're hot. Why wouldn't I be?
Girl, you don't need
I
this
don't
man.
know, maybe because Phoebe is my sister.
It's so nice seeing them actually coming together and bonding due to all of this. Chocolate. Like, people are so destructive of houses that aren't their own.
Forcibly conscripted into the United States Coast Guard.
At that age, I would have been like, I don't know what that means, but I'm getting out of here.
Been enough taking it easy around here. That clearly doesn't work.
Do you hear yourself? Because it's not all about rules. You sound like some military robot, Frank.
Yeah? Well, you sound like a big free to be you and me flake.
Now, I don't agree with spanking your kids. I feel like that is a method that is not productive at all to the growth of your children. But he's definitely valid in being upset. Because if I came home to this and the entire house was just completely destroyed, trashed, disrespected in that way, I would also be very upset.
Oh, Frank, it's obvious that we got into this way too fast. I thought we could just pick up where we left off in high school.
You think? I could have told you that. I don't even got kids.
Does this mean you're not going to be my brother anymore? I don't know.
The little babe, they're so adorable. Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Who wants a double stuff?
Not me. The cream and Oreos are disgusting. The chocolate is the best part.
Helen cried herself to sleep tonight. We should be ashamed. It's all our fault.
But this is what we
for
wanted,
sure.
remember? Two separate families?
They are kids, so I guess they didn't
feel like this.
Yeah, they didn't really think about how this would actually look, them getting divorced. And yeah, that's tough, seeing like your parent cry.
It's the freak! Yeah, why don't you go home to your shoe? Is there a problem, punk?
Right, cause like y'all doing a little bit too much. It's just a big family, and my big family will come over here and jump you. Like,
They say we share our underpants.
Oh, that's just ignorance.
And do you know how to stop ignorance? Education? Close.
But whoop.
exactly.
William, you won the election.
Everything's all happy and sweet, and they're about to get the worst news, even though they planned this. Bittersweet, man. That's literally their bus. Like, no one else is fitting on that bus but them.
Okay, listen up, guys. I have something important to say.
Relieving?
I like that he didn't even have to say anything. They just knew what it would be.
It doesn't matter anymore.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pack and we're gonna move just like every other time.
I just know him as the oldest, he's the most traumatized by all this moving and changing and not being able to settle.
I don't want to listen to mommy.
The cutest kid. Like, what?
I guess we better stop that boat.
I know how to cheer Mom up. Let's put her room back to the way she likes it.
This is such a kid way of thinking. Like, no sort of messy organization, because that's what they mom like messy organized. They just throwing things everywhere. That is terrifying.
Come on.
No, Mom.
Why? We have to go.
Remember the old you? Spanking is never the answer.
No, honey, no spanking. Come on.
Oh my god. That line is so cute and funny.
Ask Admiral Beardsley. Soon it's all gonna be his.
Will you come in, Admiral?
All stop!
All stop, aye?
I love how everything just comes back around. Like, there's never anything that's like just random or out of place with a lot of these movies. Like, all these family movies and kids movies and just young adult movies and TV shows too. Like, I feel like they lose that spark. They like throw in a lot of random things that never come back full circle, and it makes the experience like less satisfying to watch.
It's my kids.
We were behind everything. All the fights.
We tried to break you and Mom up so we could go back to the way things were. We made a huge mistake, and we realized that we should all be a family.
Bring back full circle moments, okay? Bring them back.
It's already too late. Your mom is really...
My beautiful lighthouse keeper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't take my chicken out. That was true adulthood.
And I think my kids agree.
Yeah.
Your kids.
Our kids.
My kids, your kids, our kids. Nah, it's still baffling that they literally went through a marriage and everything. The kids wasn't included at all. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
How you doing, Frank?
Harry.
Jimmy.
Marissa, Dina, Malcolm, Michael,
Dylan.
Jody. Phoebe.
William.
Ela,
Christina.
Ethan, Nick, Lau, Kelly.
Leaving us at the beat.
Full circle. Oh my gosh. But at that point, you literally just gotta be like, this is the Beardsley family. But it's cute the way that they did it. Okay, so that was Yours, Mine, and Ours. It's a real nice, wholesome family movie about a large family coming together. Like I said before, so many of these family movies during that time heavily relied on the parents being or making just incompetent decisions, because getting married without involving your kids in general is like wild. But the fact that combined they have 18 children, I guess since they have money, it's less of a concern, but it's still huge. It's still huge. But yeah, so that was the movie, and that was the end of my Get to Know Me series. You know, I hope that, you know, in the future, as I keep making these videos, anyone who comes in and joins the fam in the future gets to come back to these movies and see kind of what I used to like, what I was into growing up, and I hope that you all enjoy it in the future. I hope if you watch it now and watch it till the end, you also enjoy it. And yeah, I'm excited to start next month with a new series, a couple new series that I have in mind. I'm excited about that. And I hope you all enjoy. And that is all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join my channel and to support me while I watch movies and TV shows that are new, that are old. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy. And that is all for today. Yeah. Adios.